Okay, so gravity, or there's that hour and a half of my life I'm never going to get back, or there's that $15 that actually went to George Clooney as well as Sandra Bullock. Didn't see this movie in 3D, which is good because I didn't want to spend any more money than I had to while watching this film. Or should I say video game cutscene. You're only going to see two faces that are alive, and that of course ends up being Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Ironically, the most entertaining person is a guy in the background, who, as they're working on on the Hubble, is kind of like twirling around and talking. He's having an amazing time. And then all of a sudden, that's when the debris hits the shuttle as well as the Hubble, which is what then pretty much leads to Sandra Bullock and George Clooney floating in space. And then trying to make it to a space station. And then floating in space. And then trying to make it to a space station. And more floating in space. It's pretty much this whole movie. They should have just called it Floating. Pretty much it's just people floating in space. Visually, gorgeous. You know. But as opposed to having any actual human emotion, they just supplant loud noises. Now, if you thought Inception used a tremendous amount of horn blaring, Gravity's like watching 3 Inceptions at the same time. There are moments where the cacophony is just unnerving. I left going, okay, I'm bored and I've got a wicked headache. Visually, it's a stunning movie. That's pretty much about it. This reminds me of like watching Avatar. Visually stunning, dull. Just dull. This is only an hour and a half. Now, pretty much beyond being visually stunning, if I wanted to see a film that's this visually impressive and has to deal with space, I'll go to a planetarium where I'll actually see like legitimate footage that'll show something that's kind of similar. But this movie, I know it's getting all these huge critical acclaimness to it. The ending is relatively uplifting, but it's just a dull movie. So here's being the spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so George Clooney dies. He pretty much decides to untether himself from Sandra Bullock and then just float off into space and die. Sandra Bullock, even though it's faked that she's going to die several times, at the end, actually, when she makes it to the second space station, finally makes her way into a pod as that station is crashing into the atmosphere after she Wall-E's her way to it, and then makes it Earth and survives. Of course, when she lands in water. Landing in water, she opens the capsule door too fast, it fills with water, it goes under, she's still in her suit, she can't swim up, she has enough time while underwater to remove her suit and then swim straight up and she's okay.